Okay, and welcome back to a new video by the DevScourse platform. I'm Johan, I will be a host in this video. And in this video we are going to talk about something really exciting, and that is Swift functions. So, with Swift functions we can actually create code blocks, and in those code blocks we have code that gets executed when the function is called. This is something that is used very much in like every application that we write. In every programming language we have functions. It's something that is really important. In this video we are actually going to create some functions for a calculator. So we're going to do addition, divide, multiply and subtract, and actually going to learn how we can call those functions and so on. So pretty cool. So first thing we're going to do, we're going to create a new playground named functions. And in there we're going to call func. With func we actually let the compiler know that this is a function. We call it addition, braces, and inside those braces we're going to create some values. The first is an a, that is double. And the next value is b, is also double. Outside the curly braces we're going to give this a return type of double. So what we did, we called func, so that's the syntax for function. We called it addition, we gave it two empty values of double, and we gave it a return type of double. So what we can do, return a plus b. Pretty cool. So when we call this function, we can call this function by call addition, and we write 22 and let's say 89. Let's click the run button. Let's see what happens. $111. This is really cool. So our function actually calculates what happens when we do a plus b. Another one we can call addition again, and let's say 8978, and the next one is going to be 10,333, so 10,333. Let's run this. 19,311. Pretty cool. Let's create some other functions. So we're going to create func divide, braces, a is a double, then we have b is also double. I'm going to close this up, and we're going to give this a return type of double, and we're going to do return a divided by b. So then we're going to create the next function. That's going to be func. The next one is going to be multiply. Multiply, then braces. A is equal to double. Then we have b is also double. And we give this a return type of double. Return a times b. And last but not least, it's going to be subtract. So func. Oh, we need a comma there, sorry. So func subtract braces. A is double. Then we have b is also double. And we give this return type of double. And this is going to be return a minus b. Pretty cool. So as you can see, we have two additions. Let's do divide as well. So divide 450 by 10. Let's go multiply 5,600 times 10,000 1000. And then last but not least is going to be subtract. Oh, subtract 7000 minus 2456 or 65, sorry. And let's calculate this. So we click the run button. Pretty cool, as you can see. It actually works what we are doing. Our functions are working. This is pretty cool. What is also possible with the function is actually do a comparison. So we can use the comparison operators that we used in our last code, in our last video. Okay, so let's write a function where we can check if something is equal. So func equals braces a is a double, b is a double, a, and we return, in this case we're going to return a boolean. So a boolean is actually true or false. So let's check if a and b are right. So we do if a is equal to b, return, oh, first let's do a print. So print a is equal to b, and then we return true. Under there, after the curly brace, we do else, print a is not equal to b, and under there we're gonna return false. Okay, so let's test this. So we do equals 450 and 560. Let's check this out. Of course, we know this is not equal, but our code also shows it's not equal. Let's try this again. Equals 450 and 450. Let's run this, and this one is true. And as you can see in the comment line, it also displays a is equal to b or a is not equal to b. This is pretty cool. So we can also do this with our other operators that we learned in the last videos. Okay, so let's create some more functions, and we're actually going to use the operators that we learned in our last video to create those functions. So for example, func higher or equal, and in this case, if you want, you can copy this line here, so that we don't have to write it every time. And let's test this out. So if a is higher or equal to b, print a is higher or equal to b, and we can do return true, else print a is not higher or equal to b, and we can return false. So let's test it out. Let's test this out. Higher or equal, let's do 30, and next is going to be 20. Let's test this out. So we run the code, and as you can see, it returns a true, and here it says a is higher or equal to b. Really cool. So if you guys want to practice this and give you, I will give you a small challenge. If you want, use all the operators that we learned in our last video and actually create the rest of the sequence. If you are not sure, if you don't write them yourself, on devscourse.com and on the written operators tutorial, you can actually copy them if you want. So this is a little bit about functions. As you can see, this was really easy. But this is like a little bit the beginner stage of how functions work. And this is actually how you can make bigger functions. And yeah, really cool. So I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you learned something. So have a great evening and see you next time.